for joining us for breakfast this morning. My name is Nyamgul Agaji. Already it's the 10th of July 2025. It's a Thursday morning, and I'm sure that all some people are thinking about is the fact that tomorrow is weekend. For those who have weekend, some of us don't. We just meet any free day, maybe in the middle of the week, and then we're good to go. But weekend is what you make of it. On the show this morning, we are going to be looking at some political issues. Mark wants Atiku Obi as federal government slams coalition is the first hot topic we'll be having about 8 o'clock. And then UK to issue digital e-visas to Nigerians is another one. Of course, we're going to be looking at top trending issues, and then our fresh headlines for this morning will start about 7:30. Once again, I'd like to say welcome to you and go straight away to our top trending issues. The first one is that policemen demand 500,000 naira as salary. Now, human rights activist Omoyele Sowore, speaking on Channels Television's The Morning Brief on July 9, argued that Nigerian policemen deserve a take-home salary of 500,000 naira per month. He pointed out that while senators earn an average of 30 million naira monthly, the rank-and-file officers tasked with protecting them face meager wages and end up in poverty after service. Sowore highlighted the stark contrast between the salaries of senators and low-ranking police officers who often retire on paltry pensions ranging between 57,000 naira and 140,000 naira per month in a country with over 200 million people and 24% inflation. He noted that even pension managers earn about 1 million naira monthly, yet the very police officers whose families' lives they manage die in penury. He also warned of a planned nationwide protest on July 21, citing disgruntled officers ready to down tools over poor pay. He urged Nigerian celebrities and citizens who rely on police protection to rally in support of the policemen's cause. A very timely call, but I don't know if I'll call it timely, because I know that the NSAS protest of 2020, part of it was that police should be paid better wages and they should be given the tools to carry out their work effectively. One of the things that angered a lot of people after that NSAS was that the same policemen that the people were fighting for were the ones that were being used to intimidate the people and maybe even kill some and all that. Even then, the call is still very important, and we hope that the people who need to do what they need to do will do it. The thing that happens now is that the policemen will earn less than 100,000, and then they will be sent to go and protect these politicians who earn the 30 million per month and still complain that it's not enough because they have to travel to their villages with that 30 million, they have to pay domestic staff with that 30 million and all that. People who ordinarily should have domestic staff, whether they are occupying office or not. Well, they say this 30 million is not enough. So, but they send this policeman to those people, and the policemen will even be lobbying to be sent to the, very important personalities. And at the end of the day, maybe after every month, when they receive their below 100,000 naira as salaries, these people add maybe another extra 20,000 naira to them, as largesse coming from the Oga that they are protecting, and they clap for them and say, okay, I need to go and protect this VIP or the other because I'll make some extra money out of that. Something that should have been a birthright from the onset. But these policemen belittle themselves so much because sometimes you can't blame them because they are really hungry. They are the ones that will go and take food for their madam. They're the ones that will even blow sirens sometimes when the madam is going shopping in one mall or the other, or just a regular market. Sometimes they're the ones who do the things, carry the purses, even for male policemen, carry the purses for their madam, not just even the men and all that. So it's really belittling. Belittling is really very wrong for policemen to earn this little when they are the ones responsible for protecting us. They are the ones that lose their lives. Maybe Sowore talked about only the police, I don't know, but everybody that is in charge of protecting us, whether protecting the civil society or protecting our territorial integrity, whatever. All members of the force should be earning well. And by extension, everybody in Nigeria who is working, especially working for the government, whether at the local, state, or federal level, should be earning well and should be guaranteed pensions, that you will retire, you go to your pensions, you have money that will last you for life. People will retire willingly. Other people who need the jobs will also get the jobs easily. But now we find a situation where you know for a fact that when you retire, you're not going to get your gratuity on time, if you get it at all. You're not going to get all your entitlements on time, if you get it at all. And that's why people go every year or every other year or every 5 years to do some modifications to their years. If you go into the civil service right now, I bet you there are people who are younger than their first children. So you're 60 years old and your first son is 61. There are a lot of people like that because the system makes it difficult for them to tell the truth. So pension managers who are taking our money to keep for us so that when we retire, we are going to have a better life for ourselves, or at least an easy life until we go 6 feet under, are the ones who are living large. We who are toiling for this money end up not getting anything or getting a paltry sum. They could give you 50% when you're lucky and keep the rest. I don't know how they operate, how they do that. You demand for your money when you want it and you cannot get it. And maybe you need some money for some health purposes. You cannot get it. Your own money, you can't get it, even when you are qualified to get it. When you are, you should get it. You cannot get it. And then some people die. Some people just, they get what is worse than even death while still living. We've seen various clips of policemen crying how they have worked 35 years and all they're supposed to get is, I think the other one was saying 3 million naira. Even if it is 30 million naira, that is something that one senator earns in a month and is still complaining that it's not enough. So if you're complaining that it's not enough, a senator, the average senator, some of them, maybe not all of them, but some of them do not even pay for subscription. They have no need for it because they have particular lines that they can call with. Even if they call for 1 hour, it doesn't cost them anything. They can go to the internet, do whatever they want to do because the data is given to them free. They have cars that have been given to them. Some of them were bought for as high as 250 million naira per car, given to them by the government, by our money, from our own taxpayers' money. And they have housing allowance. They have, I don't know if they have mosquito allowance, but they have every allowance, including hardship allowance. Hardship allowance, senators will have hardship allowance when the people are languishing in penury. They have those kind of allowances. And then here we are. When NLC was trying to talk about having a salary of 500,000 naira, they said it was too high. At the end of the day, it came down to 70,000 naira. But this is what I think. It is not about how high the salary is. It's about how easy or how much value that salary is when you get it. For instance, I've always used this analogy. If a youth corps member was earning 30,000 naira and fuel was 180,000 naira, he will buy more than 100 liters of fuel if he's going to use all that money to buy fuel for if he has a car. Now he's earning 70,000 naira or 77,000 naira. He can barely buy up to 80 liters of fuel with that same money. You see the calculation. So let's say you're buying 80 liters for your 77,000 naira, which maybe is not even correct. 80 liters for 77,000 naira when you could have bought 100 and maybe 20 with your 30,000 naira. So are we really making progress? Are we really enjoying the salaries that we're talking about? So there are some things that are fundamentally wrong that have to be addressed. Otherwise, even if we keep raising the salary of every person in Nigeria up to maybe 5 million naira, and inflation is still as high as it is going now, is maybe at that point it will be higher than what it is right now, then you find out that we will be like Zimbabwe used to be at one point, where you buy a loaf of bread for like $5 million, Zimbabwean dollars, that is. So we shouldn't get to that point. Increasing salaries is not even the answer, but making sure that whatever small amount we have is having the quality to purchase what we really need is what we are looking for. So we keep saying salaries are the problem, our salaries are small and all that. That is not the answer. But at this point, when we don't have answers to the fundamental issues, maybe salary is the way to go. And people who are in charge should look into it and make sure that these people, especially the ones that are protecting us so that we can do our businesses, so that we can go to school, so that we can do whatever we want to do, should be not only protected themselves, should be given financial protection, should be given job protection, and everything, every kind of protection that they need so that they can protect us as well. Please, you don't reach to beg now. Please do the right thing. You in the National Assembly, yesterday I saw the headline of the Senate President saying that they are not in the National Assembly to make money for themselves. They are there to serve the people. And I was laughing. And I'm sure everybody who saw that was just laughing. And some people would say, yeah, maybe you're not there to make money. We're not quarreling about the money that you're making. We're quarreling about the money you're stealing. There's a difference. If you are doing your work and you're being paid what some people call arm robber salary, that's okay. But what about the one that is even not legal and you're taking it? You will not let us know that one. You're not making money. Well, make the laws that we sent you there to do, and all the laws should be for the people so that the people can enjoy life. Nigeria has what it takes to make its people enjoy life. But the word is enough for the wise. If you want to, especially everybody in Nigeria, they believe in God. That means there's afterlife and you're going to face it. Face your maker if you cannot face us, the people. Now, emotional reunion after 25 years, wrongful imprisonment is another one, and this really got to me. One of the men wrongfully jailed in 1999, as far back as 1999, for allegedly stealing a generator has finally been released from Kirikiri Maximum Security Prison after 25 years behind bars without a conviction. The actual thief was freed in 2016, but this driver and others including a generator repairman were left waiting for justice that never came. The case only moved forward when Abia State Governor Alex Oti intervened, facilitating the release of these long-forgotten inmates. Their prolonged detention stemmed from systemic delays in Nigeria's judicial process, where awaiting trial prisoners can languish for decades. In a viral video capturing the moment of freedom, the ex-inmate is seen tearfully embracing his elderly mother outside the prison gates. The emotional reunion highlights both personal relief and broader calls for meaningful judicial reforms in the country. I've always been saying it, even on this program, that whatever the correctional facilities will tell you, the people who are involved will tell you, 99% is a lie, because there are people who are there awaiting trial for years upon years. Now, we're talking about prison congestion, and we find people like this that are there 25 years awaiting trial. That's no small time. 25 years. So if he was 25 years when he got into that prison, he's now 50. If he was 40 years when he got into that prison, he's now 65. So you see what it is. So if you see something and you think it's trivial, it's a small thing, well, what is 25 years? Just remove 25 years out of your age right now. Even if you're 70 right now, remove 25 years and see how you were, how young you were, how full of life you were 25 years ago. And he couldn't have gone into that prison as a teenager. Even then, there are still people who are there. They entered there from like 14 years, 13 years. They've grown a beard inside prison. They are now elders inside prison, and some of them are still awaiting trial. Can you beat that? If you want to doubt it, go into any prison and, maybe just go there as an outreach, anything you want to do, you are a church or you're a non-governmental organization and all that, have a sit down with some of these people and hear their stories. And you will find out that Nigerian prisons are full of people who should be outside, and people who are outside, or the outside world is full of people that should be in prison. But I do hope that after 25 years, the system will be able to award him his due for wasting his time, for wasting his life. 25 years awaiting trial. Whoever is responsible for this should give him some kind of compensation. We've seen in other crimes where people who eventually got justice and were vindicated get some kind of relief, some money that they will now come and start life with. I hope that will happen for this guy. I'm sure right now he's just happy that he's out, he has that freedom. But what did that prison make? Did it make a better man out of him, or did it make a bad man out of him? Because 25 years without conviction, knowing that I was innocent, I'm sure it may not correct a lot of people. It may make them worse. So we hope that there will be compensation, there will be an apology, and then there will be monitoring of this person and others. I hope that it's not the only one that left. The repairman may still be there, and other people that were seen to be accomplices, while the person who really stole this generator, according to this report, is working free. This is not fair. Something should be done to compensate them, to free the people who are innocent, and to free the people who may be not innocent, but whose crimes are not supposed to be that, to carry the kind of punishment that they are facing right now. There are people there 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and more, who were just caught loitering. You're coming back from work, like some of us who work shifts. You can close like 10 o'clock and you need to go home because tomorrow maybe you're off. You want to go and sleep and rest, and then you're going back home. Somebody just comes and says you're loitering, and it takes you into custody. No trial, nothing. You spend years in custody. A lot of people are like that. Some of them are just there at the whims of people who are VIPs in society. Policemen themselves, other security men themselves, or the VIPs like politicians and all that, just throw him there, let him rot in jail. That's all, and everybody forgets about it. So there need to be a fundamental reform in the judicial system to make sure those who are innocent are not convicted for what they did not do. Those who have lesser crimes should also be given the punishment that is due for them, and nobody should ever be made to face what they do not deserve. Unfortunately, that's how much we can go on the top trending issues this morning. We had so many other things to talk about, and we cannot, unfortunately, because of time, talk about them. We'll now just take a short break, and when we return, we'll be looking at the fresh headlines that made it to the front pages of some of our national dailies. Stay with us.